Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Oxygen Not Included Spaced Out Edition here on our DC colony. Notice something different? Not the base, obviously. Oh, hey, we have our kitty cam up, and currently we have two kitties. We have Bronco here, the little kitten. He's not my kitty, we're just babysitting him. Unfortunately, he'll go home today. But then we got Snowy over here as well, looking out the window. It is in the afternoon, so it's a little bright on the camera there I can see, but you know, this is the life of the kitties, and they take up my mouse space here. Always fun. Anyways, where were we on our colony? We were building out things. I know we've got our cooling system up and running. It won't run all the time. I know there was a comment about piping. We should just make them out of standard pipes. For a good portion of it, we did. All through here. It's only this first section up here that we didn't, and maybe a little around here. Most of this, though, is all just regular pipe. So, it is what it is. We'll adjust it as we need, but it's not that there's any major problems in the base of too cold or too hot for the farms. It's overall just right. So, we are good. We're pumping out iron and other things because we need to expand. I do see that we did get this far, though, which means I can now do that. So that's good. We'll continue that. We're still plugging this up, so we can continue that as well, because we're going to be, digging in this general direction. Might as well put this across. And getting our liquid lock set up and everything over there for later on having stations. But for now, it'll just be a door with a liquid lock and everything so that we don't get any chlorine inside the base. Technology-wise, we're doing good. Skill-wise, we're doing good as well. We've got Batwoman, but we're not going to skill her up any further. She is fine for right now. We're trying... Excuse me. Better get a drink. We're trying to be careful and not skill up dupes too much if they don't need it, right? I saw a comment about on the skills, I'm still assigning it the strength thing. I actually haven't, outside of our cleaning person who's doing mopping anyways. So, I've been very careful, just, hey, we don't need it, because we made those discoveries. So, trying to learn from past, not necessarily mistakes, but things that could potentially just make it better, right? That's the goal. All right. So, what do we need to accomplish? We've got our hatch farm going. We've got, we're expanding its size just to make it a little bit larger. We can probably go ahead and take care of these eggs a little bit further. We don't need any, or whatchamacallit, what are they? Sage hatches? Nobody likes sage hatches. I don't know why. It's like, oh, nobody wants those, and get rid of them. I'm sure there's a good use. Meat, obviously, and what they can eat, potentially. Hey, so now we got the kitty, he's going to watch the dupes and chase them on the screen. So that'll be entertaining, right? Doesn't bother you because you guys don't see the kitty in the way of the screen. That's just me. All right. So we've got our farms. We don't need any other farms. Just kind of going through comments, I saw another comment, and I appreciate the comments, by the way, about, why do I have so many different farms? Why don't I specialize? And I am trying to do that. The only farms I've got right now is mushrooms, bristle, and grub. That's it. I've removed everything else. Main reason I've focused just on these is that between the mushrooms and the bristle blossoms, that's where you can get your best food. All the advanced food primarily relies on those, plus the combination of pinch of peppers. So we'll have to get a pinch of pepper farm. Unless you want to do like sleet wheat or lettuce and things like that, which can also expand and increase your food options. Grub fruit, though, is just a good intermediary food where it's it's a bonus food early on. Um, where is it? Here it is. I mean, by default, it's a 0 morale, so that's good. But then when you cook it, you get a +1. So just by a default thing, it's just a quick early way to get at least a +1 food by cooking it. Same with the bristleberries and the mushrooms. Um, and then regular grub fruit here as well. But other than that, I don't plan on making a whole lot of farms because, as I said, our goal is to get into space. So I want to try to capitalize as much as possible. We're not doing the typical, as you've seen in some of our past series, of like all the different hatch farms. We're just focusing on one hatch farm for coal supply, but primarily meat. And we'll just focus on one type of hatch to make it easy. I'm not going to go after Dreco farms. No reason. We've got the thimbleweeds. Yeah, they're not growing all the time. That's just because we're not continuously pumping polluted water into them. But we're good. All right. Anyways, enough of all that, right? What are we going to accomplish? Well, first, let's get some research. So now that we know that we can get gas, because we have natural gas on the map, let's get this. I also see that there's new stuff. I haven't been paying attention to the updates. You know, we've got the new critter stuff, which I think is cool. I'm excited about that. And then we've got a rehydrator and a dehydrator. Eliminates moisture and converts to shelf stable packaged meals into edible food. So I'm not sure about those. I have excuse me, I haven't looked them up or anything, so I'm curious of what's going to happen there. And I know that they've changed some of the models of some stuff. We've got a airborne critter trap and a fish trap. They look different, and maybe I just haven't been paying attention, but it looks like they've changed the models there. We know that they introduced some of this stuff previously, and I still haven't gotten to this, so I want to, really focus on trying to get into these because I got to find gassy moos wherever they are. But that's all for space. As far as other stuff, I see a storage tile. I think that's new. I haven't seen it before. Used to build, provides built-in storage for small spaces, which, okay, for inside a rocket, that might be cool. All right, we have a kitty, as you might see on the cam, walking across the keyboard. Good job, kitty. Where are we? There we are. I was gonna go, where'd the map go? We even paused it. Thank you. And threw the phone with the timer on the floor. I better get it. Alright. Pull the timer back up on the screen. I'm trying to keep the episodes to a reasonable time length. Alright. So, outside of doing this, okay, good, you guys are doing that. Let's go, whoops, let's not use the deconstruct all command. That would be bad. Let's go ahead and deconstruct these. That is good. I'm gonna go ahead and bump this up and bump these up. Got a lot of construction going on, so they're not necessarily prioritizing in the areas I want them to, but that's okay. We technically don't have to do that. We can come through here. Hi, kitty. You're in front of the screen again. That's my water. Stay out of it. How far do we want this to be? What's our size right now? We are at 91 tiles. We need 5 more tiles. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So somewhere right here. It's going to be odd shaped because of this thing. So this is the wall. Okay, that's good to know. So let's do that. And then this would be the wall that we want to build. And then, of course, this will allow us, whoops, to do that. All right, cool. Hi, Snowy. You're on camera, Snowy. Not shy at all, of course. All right. And looks like we can do our final 2. We'll put that in. There we go. So they'll finish that up, and we can go ahead and pump this out as well. And this one, there's no hydrogen. I don't have to worry about there, but we're going to slowly push this out. That's going to be interesting to do this. So, cool. All right. And you guys are working on that. Awesome. Now, I don't know if I need to take this room over this far. I guess it depends. Excuse me, man. It depends on if we're going to expand power or anything over here. So I'll go ahead and grab these and fill them so that we don't have the gas there in case we pump it over or push these rooms over. I know these rooms I'm not going to push any further. This is it. Now I do have the issue that I want to put an insulation tile here, so we'll have to work through that. Not really an issue, but something to be aware of. All right, well, let's move on. We know some things that we need to do. So the first thing that we need to do is figure out where we're going to put our metal refinery, right? Yes. Now we have cold water coming in we can use for it. This is finally already reached. That is good. Let's get this mopped up so that we're not walking through it anymore. And same here. Let's get that mopped up. We have the room here already built. We will continue to dig that out. And then we can deconstruct this as well because we won't need that there. We're going to be focusing on pushing this further. So for a little bit, we're not going to have any cooling. And that is okay. Okay, we'll have to wait until we get some more. Am I still stamping this out? This is where the refinery will help us a little bit more. I should just, excuse me, put that on forever. Alright, anyways. I thought I selected this. I guess I didn't. Alright, there we go. We got research going again. And we do have a new skill, Starfire. So we can go ahead and get you your improved carrying as well. And then we're going to secondary you into cooking. Okay, cool. We don't need this one. Because we actually built this room a little bit further, didn't we? Yes, we did. So we can put that in place. And now we can put this here and that there. Alright, cool. Oh yeah, we need to work on this. Oh yeah, that's why we're doing this. I have lots of oh yeahs. Let's go ahead and try to knock these out. We'll do that one. And then this is... we didn't get this one done. So let's cancel that. I see why. We can't reach it. So we'll do that so that we can reach it. Alright, cool. I'll take care of that. Didn't we get... no, we don't have any joy seeds yet. Because it gets pretty hot right there, so... that's why I would want to do that. Alright. We can continue, once they get this done, we can continue digging this stuff out as well. Let's get that dug out. That. And I can't really dig that out yet, but I need to get over here. So let's continue. We're going to go ahead and continue straight up. Looks like we found the top of the asteroid here. So we'll dig up, and then what we can do is we can work towards these items. Let's go this way as well. To peek over here and see what that is. Looks like we got another water one here. This is salt water, or brine at -10, so it's cold as well. So we got 2 cooling ones. So that's good. Let me see. This will be fun because we have to go around. So we'll need to do that and dig up like that just to get to that silly door. And then we can come over here to get to this. And we need this one as well. So I'll come through here to get to that one. Alright, cool. That'll give us our 2 Wheezeworts for initial radiation. There we go. Let's go ahead and bit by bit we'll sweep that up so that it's taken care of and cleaned out. And we probably have the copper to do the last connection there. Alright. Excellent. Now that we have our farm, I would like to continue digging all of this out. I also need to decide how I can drop this down. Now, there's no germs in this. It's like, it's all by itself, so it's either I try to drop it through here, come this way, and then drop it straight down and in, which I could do. Kind of a messy way of doing it, but I could do it. So let's try to do that. We'll need to put those 2 in. I guess we'll need to take these 2 out. And then we'll have to dig through this way. And then eventually what's going to happen is once we have the liquid here, we'll have to take this off so that we can push it so it'll flow down. All right. Cool. So we'll prep that. They'll get to that as they get to it. And in the meantime, let's check it out. Now, I don't technically want anybody else. I'll go ahead and take the spicy tofu, a nice little advanced food for them to take advantage of, and then we'll come up here and get our advanced critter ranching for Black Canary. Beast Boy, we will finalize. He won't need anything else. We'll get him with carrying. And Wonder Woman, we're good. I really don't need to add anything else for now to Wonder Woman. I could add digging, so that if there are no construction jobs, she can help dig, but I think I'm going to leave it where it is for right now. All right, let's see. Did we get this one built? We did. So let's dig that out. Let's cancel this for the moment until we get that, just so we don't accidentally open that up. And then let's do that as well. And we can push this one and that one over. Cool. The top here, we can push these over. So we might as well do that. Then I'm going to have to decide how to push this out. And it might be that I kind of make a path up here that we walk through. And I just fill this in, or I start backfilling it, and we have a walking path up here to get out with a little lock or something right here temporarily. So we'll check that in a moment. For right now, it's good. And then we're working on that. Oh, good. You guys got all this mopped up. That means we won't have to walk through the stuff anymore. That will make everybody happy. And we can start digging this out a little bit further as well. In fact, just deconstruct all. Are you hugging the screen, Snowy? Good job. Alright. Cool, so we'll keep that going. I'm going to go ahead and do that. It does mean, however, that we'll have to do that. Cool. And we need to do it on the other side, too, I just realized. At least to here, because they can't reach this. Of course, I could dig that out, but we'll set it there anyways, in case we need to get to the bottom for some reason. Alright. So you guys will work on this here in a moment, at some point. And you'll work on that. As soon as we get that filled up, we'll be good. We've got this one completed, so I can go ahead and tag that. And as soon as we get this piece built, we can start thinking about how we want to take care of that. Let's go ahead, though, and get these deconstructed so that our hatch farm is full size and these guys won't feel cramped anymore. I did put a critter... No, I didn't. I didn't put the critter limit on this. So let's go ahead and do that. So that we are limited. How many critters do we have in here right now? And eggs. We have 8. So if we get... So we're 96 tiles. We're 96 tiles. These guys are... Okay, so technically we could grab this egg and go ahead and take care of it. We're just waiting on the last bit of skill set for Green Lantern to get mechatronics, and then we'll spend time automating stuff. So probably what I'm going to do is I'm going to forever that. I'm going to do that, and I'm going to take the iron ore, and since we're out of it anyways, I'm going to undo that. And we're going to go ahead and complete that. And then from a refinement perspective, technically you don't even need to make it out of ceramic, but where do we want to put this thing? It itself doesn't generate tons of heat, it's the output. Now I could stick it in here and cycle it through. Since we're going to have cold, it would heat up this liquid down here a little bit. This is at 19, but we're going to be bringing in cold liquids. It's debatable on if I really want to put it in here. I'm willing to risk it, though, and then just manage the heat. We would need to go down 1. What's the heat on a mushroom? They can go up to 35, so we should be okay if we're managing the heat well. Insufficient slime already? Wow, okay. Well, we'll take care of that in no time at all. We have slime right here. So, in fact, let's pick this up. Let's go ahead and collect those slimes, that slime, this slime. We can go ahead and get those. We'll start digging through there. There's a slime here we can get too, so we'll start doing that. There's a slime there as well. Alright, cool. We've got some food here. We should sweep up so it doesn't go bad and we can cook it up. Alright. I got distracted. So, we're gonna put that across there. I'll make it one more so we can put a chest. So we'll get that dug out, and then we'll deconstruct these and put in our thing. Now that does mean 2 things. One, instead of the cold coming through there, I mean we can either just pump it up, or we can... No, let's continue this along. We'll do that. Because we're going to put that in. We can go ahead and stick this. right there. And then we'll be able to use our ceramic pipes. We don't need insulated, we just need this one. Go ahead and set that up. And then we're going to need power for it. Which we'll have to pull off another... We'll need another thing. That's why we have this room. This space is to do that. Okay. So this one we can take down. And then we can go across here. Do that and that. So we'll start building that over, and then that's where we'll be able to put this. So, cool. Awesome, awesome. Oh yeah, we already got this done. So let's finalize that, and we're good to go on that. And that means we can do kind of like a different way out right here while we backfill all of this. Hi, Jimny. This is the other kitty we're babysitting right now. That's my water. You stay out of it. All right, well, that is the end of this episode. So we will continue in... excuse me. Continue in the next one. And we will get our... Yes, our steel going. And we should be able to start building out our auto sweepers. And since we'll be building up steel, we can get this natural gas geyser tamed. Looking forward to it. Thanks for joining, and we will see you in the next episode, everybody. Take care.